What's up, yo? Big Cat 305 here. Today we are making meatloaf. That's right, easy meatloaf. It is such a simple recipe. I've been making this for years. Sometimes they say less is more, and that is the case today, so make sure you check it out. If you are new to the channel, what we do here is we try to simplify the cooking process, make it easy and fun. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell. If you're a current subscriber, thank you for all your support. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you keep hitting that thumbs up and commenting down below. Everybody, let's get cooking. Here we go. We've got 1.5 pounds of 80/20 ground chuck that I had frozen, thawed it out. We got 1 egg. We have a onion diced or chopped, I guess. We have 1 cup of milk. We have 1 cup of breadcrumbs. We've got some salt and pepper to taste. I put in about 2 tablespoons, about a tablespoon and a half of salt, and figure about a good teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. But this is to taste, so that's a rough estimate. If you like more pepper, put more pepper. If you like less salt, put less salt. And here we go. We are going to use our hands and mix this up. Get it all mushy. I use some gloves, but you can use your bare hands if you want. Just make sure your hands are clean, obviously. And that's it. We just mix this up till we have a nice texture. You'll know when it becomes mixed thoroughly enough to make it into a loaf. So just keep mixing, and then you'll feel that loaf kind of pattern coming in. And while it's in the bowl, I like to form kind of the loaf that's going to go into the pan. I take some olive oil, very little bit. You see right there, it's about a teaspoon. And we are going to just coat the inside of our loaf pan all the way around. This is going to help it form that nice crust on the exterior of our meatloaf. So here we go. We take our meatloaf and put it in the loaf pan. You don't want to jam it in there. You're just kind of trying to form it and spread it out to make it even. Get it all in the corners and the crevices on the outside edges. Kind of flatten the top as best you can without like really pressing down hard. And that's it. It's pretty simple here. Then you kind of want to get on the edges and push down just a tad, just to fill in those gaps and get them so everything is kind of touching the sides, if you will. That's going to help, again, form that crust. And that's kind of what it looks like right there. So we have our oven preheated to 350, and we're going to pop this sucker in for 45 minutes. No peekaboo cooking here. Turn on the light, look through the window if you want. And we're going to prepare our gravy. We have 2 tablespoons of, I'm sorry, 1/3 of a cup of ketchup. I eyeballed it, but 1/3 of a ketchup cup. We've got 2 tablespoons of prepared mustard, which is basically yellow mustard. So 2 tablespoons of that. And then we have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And that's it. It's that simple. And we mix it all together. And this is going to go on top after we cook that loaf for 45 minutes. We're going to spread this on the top. And that's basically going to be our gravy. And then once you get it mixed thoroughly, you want to give it a little taste just to make sure you don't have too much of any ingredient or not enough. And this tastes great. That's it. 45 minutes is up. We take the loaf out. Here's kind of what it looks like. You can see it's browned nicely. And then we're going to put our gravy on top. I used about 85% of the gravy. I saved the other 15% for later, and I'll show you in just a bit. So that's it. Spread it out evenly. Get it in the crevices. Get it on the sides. Just like so. And then we're going to pop this back in the oven so it forms nicely and kind of darkens it a little bit as well. and hardens a little bit. So here we go. We put it back in, leave it on 350, and another 20 minutes. Take a look at it at 15. If you think it needs 5 more, give it 5 more. This took about almost 20 minutes. And that's what you want it to look like right there. You can see the color's darkened a little bit, still bubbling. It is beautiful. And you want to let that rest for a good 10 minutes or more. So I let this rest exactly 10 minutes. Then you want to take just a butter knife and go around the outside edges, because we're going to get this out of here, but we want it in one piece. We want a loaf. We don't want a bunch of loaves. So you want to use 2 spatulas and just kind of be very careful here and get the bottom and scrape it out, and boom, there's your loaf on the cutting board. And then here we're going to use the rest of that gravy mixture, and we're going to brush it on the sides. It's going to give it a great presentation, not to mention as well getting more gravy on the sides for flavor. So just do your best here. It doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect, but it is beautiful. So that's it. We are ready to slice. So you want to be careful here. It's still pretty hot. And when things are super hot, they tend to fall apart, which is okay. But you want to try to get nice, even pieces. And so we go nice and slow. Slice it up. Look at that close-up, man. That looks absolutely beautiful. You can see the piping hot meatloaf, steaming, moist. That's it. It's as simple as this. It doesn't get much easier than this. And it is time to serve this up. Let's go give it a taste. Woo-wee! Ha ha! Look at this beautiful meatloaf. I cannot wait to dig in. The smell is just off the chain. But first, a close-up. Oh yeah. All right, let's dig in. Man, the flavors, so simple but so satisfying. The onions, the gravy gives it that nice flavor. Oh, it is so good and so easy. Less is more for sure. This is such an easy dish. So easy to do. I've made it for years. Keep it simple, keep it tasty, keep it juicy. Oh yeah. Everybody, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll keep on cooking. Big Cat out.